Hi, I'm Ross Merriam.
Everybody, I'm Tom Ross.
And you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another Versus video. We are at the end of preview season for Ixalan, so we have the entire card list available to us. We've been brewing decks almost nonstop and have a couple of them to share with you today. On my side, I'm playing a blue-red. We're calling it a Prowess deck, even though there's only one card with Prowess, because a lot of the other cards play off of having a spell-heavy deck, too. It's very heavily based off of a deck that Jim Davis built after Hour of Devastation. So we have Riddle Form, Soulscar Mage. I've added Enigma Drake as another card that sort of has pseudo-prowess. Every time you cast a spell, it gets bigger. Although the pump stays for the entire length of the game, so that should work well. We lost out on Fevered Visions, but we have Vance's Blasting Cannons as another replacement for that, a way to keep the gas flowing, and this deck should be able to transform that card really easily and just start throwing lightning bolts around.
Yeah, it seems sweet if you can just sandbag a bunch of spells, play them all at once, start blasting me. Seems actually good against control, one of the good ways to beat control.
Oh, definitely. I think if you flip that card against a control deck, there's basically no way you can lose.
Your deck's alright anyway. You have Riddle Form, which dodges a lot of things like whatever, Fumigate and Hour Devastation, whatever.
Have a great cantrip and opt for the deck. Lightning Strike as another burn spell, so it should be a Shock plus Lightning Strike with a bunch of cantrips, so we'll be able to find a ton of burns. So the deck's going to have a surprising amount of reach even without Fevered Visions. And I think Chart of Course is actually going to be a card that overperforms. It plays a little awkwardly with Prowess because you want to attack first and then cast it, but 2 mana draw 2 cards in this deck is just such a powerful effect. And if you really need to trigger your Riddle Forms or Prowess up your Soulscar Mages or maybe get a bunch of sorceries in for Enigma Drake or Cryptic Serpent, then you can just cast it as a catalog on in the pre-combat main phase.
Yeah,
so.
New Treasure Cruise. I'm playing a mono red deck. It's more of a bigger take on the Ramunap red. Lost a bunch of 1-drops in the rotation. Playing a bunch of bigger cards along with like some clues, not clues, gold. Gold.
Treasure.
So I've got some Wily Goblins, some
Treasure.
Some Captain Lannery Storms, Accelerate Out. Things like Lordbringer, Chandra, Rowdy Crew, even Burning Sun Avatar. Maybe a little bit reminiscent of the mono red Eldrazi deck, but of course we lost Eldrazi, so I'm just playing some bigger things.
Yeah, but very similar strategically. I'm interested to see how Wily Goblin performs. This is a card that is very unassuming on the surface, but it gives you this like one-time ramp. The 1/1 body can be good against aggressive decks, maybe like trades for a Dread Wanderer or something like that. Maybe just plunks them for a couple points of damage that's relevant later in the game. It's one of those unassuming cards in the vein of Thraben Inspector. Not to say that Wily Goblin is going to be on Thraben Inspector's level, because I don't think it will be, but it is a card that I wouldn't be surprised becomes a reasonable staple of the format just because of how just a solid value. I
think it's going to underperform. I think you want to be raiding with the card and don't mind just throwing away the body for some bigger effect. Hopefully, I'll get like at least half a card's value out of it by casting just one of my bigger cards ahead of schedule. Maybe get my card back. Get my card back with Rowdy Crew. Maybe get up a card with Burning Sun Avatar. Just get enough ahead where Chandra won't be too contested.
Yeah. So why don't we just get to it, because everybody wants to see some excellent cards.
True. All right.
We'll roll the poker hand.
Yeah, poke.
I got a 6s and 3s.
Oh, my 2-pair beat you. Wait, no, I don't. No. Oh, I'm blind. All right, you win. I had pair 5. Well, I think that was 6. Who knows? Yeah, full Ixalan is out there. The list is out there for you to look at, but we don't have the cards just yet. Y'all at home do by now, but you have to be proxying things up.
Maybe you have to proxy things. This hand is going to be a little slow out of the gates where we're starting on this, but I think this start is going to very quickly snowball, so I will keep.
Yeah, I'm keeping. I got some Wily Goblins not enough land.
Yeah, I also have the best card in my deck in Spirewolf Canal. So
yeah, it is.
The one thing that worries me about the deck is the mana base with only one dual land, but Spirewolf Canal is so good. Right on time. I will play a Riddle Form. You can go.
It's going to kill me pretty fast. Oh, man.
Wily Goblin.
My G. All right.
Okay. Well, no reason to divert course. Enigma Drake. Nice 0-4 flyer.
Guess I'll attack you with some things. And some stuff.
Got a Captain Lannery there.
There he is. Take keep gold.
Ooh. So,
tight spot here.
Yeah, I have to be afraid of lightning strike or
magma spray, perhaps.
Yeah, well, the lightning strike is the only thing I have to be wary of if I block the goblin. I guess I can't block Lannery because you just sack these and it becomes a 4/2. So the question is whether it's justified attack with Wily Goblin or block Wily Goblin, and I only have to be afraid of lightning strike. That does get rid of both gold tokens, which is, I think, pretty good. Yeah, I'll block.
Yeah, it's all right. I ain't want to sack my gold anyway.
18.
Could sack him, put something in play. Don't really think I need to. There we go.
Okay, now what do I want to do next? Awkwardly, I cannot double spell this way. So, what are my other options? I would like to... I want to save this, so I definitely want to start by casting this here, because I want to trigger my Riddle Form. So we'll Renegade Tactics, the Lannery. Trigger Riddle Form.
Not blocking.
Ooh. Well, I guess that doesn't change my available plays at all. I could go here. That's more of the aggressive line. I have a feeling we're getting something big out of Tom this next turn, though. So
it is what my deck does.
Yeah, we're at about that time. So I think I'll just start on Soulscar Mage and attack for 4. Takes you to 16. Pass.
That's kind of big. A little too big, if you ask me. All right, attack these. Get your mana sources. Got triggers this. Hell, I'm gonna go attack you.
Okay, before you declare, I will unsummon the Glorybringer. Trigger Prowess. Trigger Riddle Form.
I think I want a piece of gold. All right, attack you.
I will trade.
There's the gold back. Pretty good. Go.
Okay, this draw step is quite important.
Wily Goblin.
And we bricked.
I bricked too.
On
something that's good against pile of Glorybringers.
Well, this is no longer bueno. Attack for 2.
Unbueno.
This is not bueno at all. I've not drawn a lot of spells. Playing Enigma Drake and pass. In fact, I have not drawn a single spell from my opening hand.
All right, I need to hit something there.
Okay, well, Tom missing land drops is quite good. A Glorybringer there would have been devastating.
Could have played Hazard's Monument, but nah. Let's find some of these 9 cards here.
You can discard this one. You can discard this one.
Mountain. Oh man, I need that. I draw a mountain and all that. I did. Okay, 2 of them actually. Cool. All right, whatever. Your turn.
Okay. So I really, really want to draw a spell here, and all my spells cost 3 or less, except for the blasting cannon. So I think scrying on the upkeep is correct. So let's do that.
Sure, man.
And that's a land, so we'll put that on the bottom. And I'll draw a card. And we hit a good one. So we are in that situation where I just want to cast this pre-combat. So I'll chart a course. Trigger Riddle Form.
Charted. I don't think I can kill these flyers fast enough.
And I'll discard an island. Now I attack for 9.
Okay, so
brings you to 5. And I'll take a point to 17 and play a Soulscar Mage. Pass.
All right, so I need them to...
I have Ramunap Ruins that can deal 2, bring Tom to 3, and essentially 3 lethal attackers.
All right, so I'm going to die to a spell no matter what.
You can kill both Enigma Drakes?
No.
They're 3/4.
Yeah, I'm going to dodge a spell no matter what. That's getting in.
I'm at 14.
I guess. I'm casting this.
You're just dead on...
It's can attack, right? Unless you draw a spell?
I have Remnant Prince.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, yeah, I lost.
So you're just dead.
Yes, off the flyers. Man, all these rowdy crews. All right, here for game 2. Thankfully, I'm on the play. Unthankfully, I lost last game. I'm keeping this. I don't know if this braid's going to line up. I think braid would be better on the draw when it hits riddle form better, but I'm running with it.
I am on the draw on a mull to 6. My hand is not great, but we have some ways to sculpt it, so I'm going to keep and scry. And this is one of the better cards we can draw with this hand, so I will leave it on top.
Okay.
Best card in the deck.
Yeah.
I will chart a course.
Oh, okay. It's like a reverse tormenting void.
I will discard this island.
Yep. Oh man, there's a lot of them in my deck. Go.
Still nothing. I will play an Enigma Drake.
This is a mess.
Pass.
Already a mess. Well, chances are I'll hit, right? Maybe we'll take 2 of braids. Maybe not. Whee!
Okay.
That's like casting router crews.
Let's take the 2 in the middle. Got him again.
Not very good rate on what I'm trying to do here. Yeah. Yeah, these scrappy grounders ain't really doing it against Enigma Drakes. Braid's not even that good against you, if at all. Do some sideboarding here. You have a lot of deal 4s. I have like 7.
I'll play that and just attack for 1. Don't think I can do anything else. You can go.
Man. These spells what I want to cast. Few. Alright, so. Okay.
Shock this before damage.
Braid your creature. With your prowess on the stack.
Sure.
Okay, get trampled on for 3.
Yep.
Haha.
17.
I'm going to sack my gold now. Play another creature. There you go.
Well,
I'm going to be calling this gold for a long time.
that was a good draw, since that turn did not go very well. Lightning strike the rowdy crew and attack for 3. 16.
Ouch.
You can go. I don't think I can sit here and play defense even though I'm a little behind, because that's just not what my deck does. I have a bunch of reach. I have Ramunap Ruins already in play to deal 2 points.
Yeah, man. You're up.
You're just passing the turn.
Race you.
No
blocks.
Bounce Scrounger.
Right, what's up here? I guess this turn I can throw Ramunap Ruins at it, at Ross. This is better than a Braid my own creature. I'm
Attack
bringing
for 4.
it back, I think. 12.
12. Pass.
Yeah, throws at you.
I'm at 11. That 4th point of damage, obviously Tom doesn't have a Glory Bringer or another Rowdy Crew that I want to kill at 10. And now any shock I draw reduces my clock.
All right.
Step, deal you 2. So 10 all.
Yeah, I think.
So it looks like I'm just going to have 2 turns to draw a burn spell.
I think these are braids being a braids and not lightning strike might cost me this one.
So now, because I have a 4 power thing, I again want to chart before combat to guarantee I have 5 power. Let's discard this. And actually, you know what? I might want to keep this land. I might want to just discard this. Yeah. I just want to discard this Crash Through because now I want to play the second Chart of Course, and now I can find any burn spell, any Lightning Strike isn't out off this, rather than giving myself an extra card to only find Shock. And that's not even an extra card because I'd have to get rid of a land. I'd have to tap out to cast both of these.
All right, I believe you.
And discard this land and attack you for 7.
No block.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're at 3. Lightning Strike you.
How lucky. All right.
We did it. Just how I drew it up. Okay, we're here for sideboarding. Pretty simple on my side. I am bringing in the red Color Hoser against the nearly mono red deck. Chandra's Defeat should be particularly good because it deals with big Rowdy Crews and Glory Bringers and Chandra itself, all of Tom's high-end threats. So really strong tempo play from my side. I'm cutting some Shock because I don't really care about dealing with Tom's low end. They're not great against Scrap Heap Scrounger, and Wily Goblin is a card I can generally ignore. I still have Chandra's Defeat if I really do need to deal with like a Captain Lannery Storm. I still have Lightning Strike. I want to leave in a good number of burn spells because I think winning the race with Reach is going to come up a lot. So I'm also just cutting my worst cantrip. I did think about bringing in Glory Bringer. Still sort of thinking about it. I think it would be a very good Game 1 card in this matchup, but given Tom's sideboard, I think it's pretty poor. And I also think it's pretty easy to expect both of these cards out of the sideboard from a deck like this. Once you've already seen red-black dual lands and Scrap Heap Scrounger in the main deck, then Disintegration is pretty sure to follow. And I just think Defeat is a very well-positioned sideboard card for the early weeks of this format. I'm expecting a lot of it in Dallas during release weekend, with Ramunap Red being one of the top decks. Chandra's Defeat is just such a good removal spell against them. There's not going to be any zombies decks, so you don't have to have cheap removal that is good against both. So I think Chandra's Defeat is going to be able to take more space in people's sideboards as a result, and that makes cards like Glorybringer worse. So I'm going to try it without Glorybringer. I might bring these in over the Blasting Cannons if the cannons end up underperforming in this matchup. But for now, we'll just make the simple 3-for-3 swap.
Yeah, I'm taking out some removal. Didn't really line up that well. The Braids kind of just hit Soulscar Mage. It's not going to hit the Riddle Form on time like it could have happened in Game 2. Like Ross said, the Chandra Defeats are pretty good. You don't have a ton of targets as like mono red deck would, but the Enigma Jake's just too much of a problem. I think I can win the ground, but I'm just going to lose the Flyers, and these hit Flyers better. Got this Hour of Devastation in case I fall too far behind. Kind of just want another land anyway. I think I lost Game 1 not making land drops. I don't think I want that to happen again. I just don't want to lose with spells in my hand, I believe. I could be bringing in Duress, but he has the ability to just go hellbent like turn 4 or 5, and these would be just dead draws. I think I'd just rather try to kill him, not taking out Scrappy Scrounger because I do need a way to win. So, yeah. I hope I just get in play and pound you before you pound me.
Agreed.
Okay, here for Game 3 after sideboarding, currently down 0-2. I'm keeping after lands and some spells. Hopefully I can just win the ground again.
I am keeping a very risky hand, but it is a very good hand if I hit, so I think it's worth the risk.
Okay.
And ding, ding, ding. Soulscar Mage. Best card. Just have Spire Bluff out all my opening hands. I'll never lose. It's probably the secret to this deck.
Yeah, we'll start racing, whatever. I can't block.
I'm at 18.
Yeah, go.
Ooh, baby. Riddle Form, wish for 2. You can go. We are in a race.
True. I'm going to lose the race.
14.
What else am I going to do? Yep.
Okay. So rather than play this, even though that's the slightly more aggressive play, I think I do need to take some time to interact. I will go to 13 and Chandra's Defeat the Lannery and attack for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you go to 13.
I do just have to have a Braids in my deck.
Pass.
I don't really winning no races. What if I block this Karna? What if I try to block with this Karna? 13. Cast this. Doesn't work. Huh. Nah, whatever. Shut up.
11.
I think the thing's getting bounced or something, but
Sure.
in play, huh? Chandra might have been better in most instances, but Hazard, I don't think really goes in this deck. I just have almost a cards in my hand. Burning Sun's Avatar and Average Devastation. Huh, I need that Burning Sun's Avatar. There we go. I'll just take out Wily Goblin. And some removal spells.
Unsummon the Rider Crew.
Cool.
Step.
Seemed pretty obvious he had unsummon by tapping Ramunap Ruins for a red last turn. Pretty sure he would have a spell and I'd be chumping him.
Go to 10 and Chandra's defeat that. 10 attack for 5. You go to 8. Pass turn.
Now what? I'm dead next turn. Likely. How many things can I cast? These. And not block and die to a lightning strike or another thing. Let's probably need to play these. Maybe attack with one of them. Oh yeah.
8.
Doesn't seem like Ross is too concerned. There you go. Wily Goblin, defense. I don't think I'd kill him even.
Bounce the Wily Goblin, trigger Riddle Form Prowess, attack for 5.
Yeah, no block.
You go to 3, lightning strike you.
Cool. Here for game 4, I'm on the play. Hadn't won a game yet. Ended up bringing in some Duresses and a Braids. I keep losing with cards in my hand. I'll try not to do that this time. I don't have any of them cards here, but this is a keep with a curve.
I have a very good hand. We got a very good mix of stuff, so I'll keep.
Anything but Spire Bluff for now.
Always have it. You can go.
Cool.
18.
There you
go. That could be awkward. Let's shock this Kenra and attack for 2.
I'm deuced.
18 all. You can go. I get punished here if Tom has a Lannery.
Cool. That's what I got.
That is what you have.
Piece of gold.
I will unsummon it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, well, might as well opt here, try to find a land.
I haven't seen that one yet.
That's a land. Yeah, I got 4 of them. Attack for 2. 16. You can go.
Got cards in my hand again. These things I want to be doing here. Whatever, him. Seems like the most mana efficient thing.
Sure.
Maybe he'll get big one day. I guess it still gets Chandra defeated anyway. Whatever. 7.
I'm going to take these 2 this time.
Uh-huh.
And I'm really good at this game.
Okay. Your turn.
Not sure which one of these to use. Given...
That's Chandra defeat and a lightning strike? Oh, no,
I think I want to unsummon it, even though it does give Tom a potential second trigger. And that'll work. Attack for 1.
Okay.
You're at 15.
Yep.
And I will play an Enigma Drake. You can go.
Thing I can do. No. How big's that? Too big?
4/4.
I'm gonna trade this card just to kill it. I think it's just gonna beat me, and I don't want to get got too hard by whatchamacallit, by Chandra defeat. So yeah, go. She's gonna die, and that's acceptable-ish.
Tech. Blasting cannons. You can go.
You can kind of cast cards. Man, it'd be so good if I cast it. Maybe I can cast it. We'll see. No, I probably can't cast it.
Got a little punished for not playing the blasting cannons last turn, but I wanted to make the more aggressive line, and yeah, I'll take 2.
Second time I hit you?
Yeah, you got me with the first Kenra.
Alright, rowdy.
Yep.
Maybe just gonna have a Chandra defeat, and I'm just got the whole time.
Take these 2.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you just drew that Glorybringer, but that's what I was
Alright.
scared
Turn,
of.
man.
Upkeep. That's a good one. Draw. And that's a good one. So.
Can I cast all my spells next turn? Hopefully. Stop dying.
This could get awkward, though, against Earthshaker Kenra. So let's play Crash Through.
Online card. I need you to hit land cards, I guess.
I'll go to 15. I will Chandra's defeat the Rowdy Crew.
Defeated.
And I'll play Riddle Form, and that transforms this. That's my 3rd card. Yeah, 3rd spell. 1, 2, 3. And
No, it's just spell.
yeah,
Creatures were involved in that. That's not.
nope. So 3rd spell, this is now 4. I think card is worth more than a point, so let's bring you to 11. And then now I'll tap this new land I got and play Charter Course for 2 cards.
Uh-huh.
That was a neat turn. You can go.
I don't know if my card's gonna miss. Probably.
I'm still not at all out of the woods in this game, and I'm not sure if it's possible that flipping this land was actually bad because getting extra spells is good. Go to 10. Unless you want to crack that treasure.
No, I'll take the 10. Or wait. Yeah, what were we at? 15?
I was at 15.
It's take
take 4, go to 11, yeah. My bad. So 11 all.
It's never gonna cast this card unless I cast it right now, I think. It's not even good. Alright, dress you.
You get a Crash Through.
Cool. Alright, your turn.
It's my only spell, so not bad. Yeah, I'm actually not in great shape. Maybe flipping this thing was bad, but
Is it May?
It is a May. I wanted to cast the Charter Course, and this land is great, but
This is gone, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was one of the better cards we could have drawn. I'll shock the Lannery
Kind of needed that guy.
and attack for 5.
Let me braid this one.
Pretty good.
Back in there.
You go take 2, go to 9.
Yep.
I'll go to 10 and play another Soulscar Mage.
Did do a spell now again?
Pass the turn.
As usual. Do a spell as usual. Oh, man. Keep turn on D, maybe? That seems poor. I think it's... You hit Dragon Soul Summit or a... maybe a way to get a token play, a gold? I don't know. Anything will be big once my time ever.
Okay, 6 is these two.
Yeah, if you say so.
There's 6 different groups of 2 and a group of 4. If I
missed again. Okay. Right. Yeah, sure. It's in there.
So I can try to trade with Soul Scar Mage, or I can kill it with Spitfire Bastion, or I can take 2. I want. I guess I should have killed this in response. That's actually I was.
Anything really targets creatures?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have killed that in response. So no harm, no foul. So I definitely want to kill that. That brings me to 9. I think I want to trade here. Tom already has another one in his graveyard, but yeah.
What did I do last turn? I don't think I played land yet. I might have. I don't think I did though.
That's a good one. Kind of wish I hadn't traded now, but that's okay. I'll opt. Is that a good one? So this is going to be 2, and then I have 6 with this. I think that means this is good enough. As long as this gets through, that means Tom's going to need to answer both things to not die next turn. So yeah, I'll keep this and attack for 2.
Cool.
Brings you to 7, and I'll play another Soul Scar Mage. You can go.
Great.
Well, Spitfire Bastion was really good.
Okay,
so
I died.
I did draw some good cards off the top, but
all right, here for game 5. Still haven't won any games. The regular looking hand of like 2, 3, 4 stuff. Not enough removal. Oh, I put them in my deck.
I have mulligan to 6, and I have a hand that needs to find something, but we have plenty of ways to find extra things. So I got to scry first. Hold on. Oh, we're keeping that one.
Cool. Wow. Only 5 games in a row. Hooray.
Riddle form.
Okay. Now what? Want my thing?
Getting your rowdy crew together.
That or Captain Lannery Storm. That's a 3/3, I guess.
Yeah, I like Rowdy Crew. Let's see if we can make him a 5/5.
Who knows?
Them a 5/5? I guess it's multiple pirates.
Yeah.
I'll take these 2.
Oh,
there you go. We did it.
Do I need land? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Double check.
This has no lands left in its hand.
Oh, yep. There you go.
19.
All right. Go ahead.
I might just die to that 5/5 though. I do not have a. God, this is not fair.
Cool.
Attack you for 3. I'll draw 2 cards.
All right.
I'm drawing real well. You're at 17. You can go.
Wow. All right.
At 16.
Your turn.
I'm actually still not even really ahead. Oh, deck.
Don't mind me. Drawing worse fossils over here.
Guess I'll start with a crash through, and I'll shock this thing, attack you for 3, 14, and I'll draw 2 more cards. Enigma Drake would be really good here. You can go.
14 over here.
Yep.
Another one of these, huh? Still can't double spell quite. I want to try to hit a land, I guess. I just like gambling. Let's go win the slot machine until I win.
Tom Ross, Riverboat Gambler.
Oh, no, me.
I didn't have you hit a land.
Yep.
Oh, you just didn't draw any. I'm at 15.
Yep, yep.
Okay, well, we keep drawing them. I'll start with a crash through, trigger the riddle form, and I will attack for 3, bring you to 11.
All right.
And I will play another riddle form. Pass. Just increase the clock a bit.
Can't plus this profitably. Guess I will attack. Well, attack and do nothing. Can't somehow still can't double spell with all this stuff. Card probably shouldn't be in my deck. Okay. Well, I need to. I don't think I can win no matter what I do. Whatever it is. I'm gonna try to attack you.
I'll blow this thing up, trigger the riddle form. Just want to keep Tom off mana. I'll take 3, go to 12.
If I attack with this, you probably wouldn't block. Whatever, go. Really just didn't want to just abrade that turn.
Okay, well, I am now forced to do this one pre-combat, so let's try to chorus, trigger these. And discard an island.
So May. Okay.
Yeah. I'll attack for 6, brings you to 5. I'll play an island and play a Cryptic Serpent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So
Okay, block that one, I guess.
you can go.
Now I need black source. Oh, perfect.
Well, this hand started pretty poorly and ended incredibly well, so
Okay, go.
I will play a Crash Through, trigger 2 riddle forms. I will attack you with all of my trampling things.
Okay, take it. Alright, we're back. I got whooped this here big Ramunap red deck versus a blue-red Prowess. Yeah, he just decks like Ross is just can cast all their spells, and even though some of the spells are like unsummoned, don't have don't look good on paper. They always are just multimodal. Sometimes he just can save his own creature. He can bounce my stuff. The tempo advantage is too much. I died like every game with spells in my hand.
And I think at the end of most games I had maybe one spell, a lot of them 0 spells left. So I just used all of my stuff all the time. And the blue-red deck definitely overperformed. I certainly drew very well, especially in that 5th game. I had turn 1 Spiral of Canal every game, which, as I mentioned, is definitely super important with the mana base for the deck. The one thing that I'm unsure of was how good the Ramunap runes were in my deck. I think most of the time I was activating them or potentially activating them, they were unnecessary, and there were games where they dealt me a significant amount of damage. So that's something to look into. But Charter Course was really good. Obviously, Chandra's Heats out of the sideboard were incredible. All of the creatures looked good. I got to play a 2-mana Cryptic Serpent. That was nice. Enigma Drake looked good.
Riddle form looked insane. I think Ramunap Runes is fine in your deck. This might be one of the matchups where we actually get into races. So if it's tolerable here, I think it could be good just in most situations.
Good against like control decks for sure. So yeah, it never really burned me because you weren't able to race effectively. My removal matched up way better against your stuff than your removal against mine.
Yeah, you determined the race pretty well. You can just Xaxes a lot and safely a lot too with all flying, a lot of burn. You can just jump block some things if you need to. These Soulscar Mages have an expiration date on them, kind of, but they still are pretty good. Like even turn 8, they were good. I probably should need Soulscar Mage in my deck. It's just kind of what's missing. I just kind of forgot about it.
Yeah.
Deck grossly misbuilt, but that would have helped a little bit. I could play things like Magma Spray a little bit better if they put -2/-2 counters on things.
You also never cast your Chandra's Defeats or Unlicensed Disintegration, so you didn't really cast your good removal after board. I drew a bunch of Chandra's Defeats every game, essentially, although my deck draws a bunch of cards, so it's more likely to find its sideboard.
Yeah, I only have 8 black lands, have some treasure makers. Wily Goblin was pretty bad, so it'd probably get out. Captain Liner Storm was okay, but hard to count on it. Like in Game 5, I needed a trigger from it to even progress anymore, or I could just take a turn off and a braid, but that looked like a losing play. I just had to hope he didn't have anything and got my treasure, but I didn't, and died with a bunch of black cards in my hand.
The one thing that I noticed particularly was that Rowdy Crew. I mean, you played with the card last week in against me in the Godfather's Gift shell, and it looked very good. Whereas in this shell, or just today, it did not look as good. It wasn't a 5/5 nearly as often.
Yeah, it didn't matter. You have Chandra's defeats and unsummon here.
Yeah, Chandra's
so
defeats,
it's a little bit
Unsummon,
different. But yeah, I was kind of missing. It was kind of hitting my worst cards, or hitting the best cards out of my hand, the worst case scenario.
Yeah,
kind of a lot. So yeah, I just got that out of my system.
Yeah. So you hit some negative variance there, and my deck just has a lot of good answers for it.
Once
so
the tournament rolls around, maybe I'll be luckier.
Yeah.
Which will be this weekend. We have the SG Tour stop in Dallas. It's standard. First standard event with Exelon legal.
Also, the first standard event I think they've had in Dallas in a while. Usually the Dallas events are modern. So hopefully people in Texas who love standard can get out for that. We got Matthias and Ryan doing it.
Yep.
On release weekend, always a fun tournament. I will not be there because Dallas is far away.
It's kind of far from here. Yeah. In Roanoke, Virginia.
It's the one flying distance one that sort of remains on the calendar because Dallas keeps showing up. So please make it out to that if you're in the area. If not, you can watch everything on twitch.tv/SCG Tour.
Yep.
Where they will bring you all the coverage live streaming. That'll be great. I will certainly be watching that because want to see what people bring and which tribes do well. I wrote my article last week about non-tribal decks trying to build just good stuff decks to see if the tribal decks are good or if they need another set to really develop their synergies. Don't have a Pro Tour coming up quickly after this either, so this tournament and following SCG events really will set the metagame even more than they have before. So I think this is a very important release weekend to pay attention to.
Yeah, you're right. It should be pretty big, too. Dallas usually brings out a whole bunch of Texans. Very big state.
Yeah.
Everything's bigger in Texas. Even the opens are bigger in Texas.
It's all flat. They just drive 90 miles an hour the entire way.
Yeah. So that's the last thing. If you're watching this on YouTube, check us out on StarCgames.com, the premium side. It comes out on YouTube about 2 weeks later than usual.
Yeah, all this stuff has already happened. If you're watching us on YouTube, you missed everything.
Yeah, Dallas happened. So come check us out on premium if that's where you're getting this. That's the medium you're watching us on. But I suppose that's all. I got booked pretty bad. Hopefully I can make up for myself next week.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
But for Ross Merriam, I'm Tom Ross. See you later.